I am a United States Marine, never a former Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine. After the Marine Corps, I spent 10 years as a law enforcement officer. I worked undercover narcotics and also with the police department, sheriff's office. Then I got into insurance and I became one of the top insurance agents in the country. And now I'm a very successful business owner. But I am also now a consultant with Zurvita. So here's my story as quickly as I can give it to you, but as concise. So a really good friend of mine who is a multiple six-figure income earner with this company. I'm traveling the country. I'm speaking. I'm teaching. I am already earning a six-figure income. So I end up going to Oklahoma where this individual lives. And guys, you know how we go to dinner and you go into these neighborhoods and you walk into these neighborhoods and you got all these big, beautiful houses and you kind of think to yourself, oh my goodness, you know, what kind of person lives in these houses, right? So I go into the house, I'm sitting down at his dinner table and come to find out that the house that we're sitting in, his house, completely paid for. Completely paid for. Find out he has two other houses just like it that are completely paid for. He's not only a multiple six-figure income earner, but he's a multiple six-figure income earner and he's debt-free. That's the key. You see, you and I both should know it's not how much you make, it's how much you get to keep. So we're sitting there, we're talking, and he's asking me, Steve, how are things going? And I begin to tell him that things are going really, really good. I said, I've written my third book and book sales are going really, really good. I said, I'm earning six figures. Things are going really, really good. The relationship with my wife and my kids, things are really, really good. And I'm expecting him to say, that is wonderful. He simply looks at me and says, good, not great. He says, God wants great for your life, Steve. God wants you to have a great life, not just good. And we should never settle for good. You know, if you think about it, when you were in school, if you got a good grade, it was more like a C, right? That means you were average. But to get a great grade or an outstanding grade, that was a B or an A. So here's what happened. I'm earning six figures and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe there's something to this good versus great type thing. So I end up praying to God and asking God, is this for me? Is this company for me? Is this opportunity for me? And I begin to pray to God, and the very next morning I get up, I go to my speaking engagement, and on my way there I turn on my Joel Osteen as my satellite radio, and as soon as I turns it on, Joel starts preaching a message called Don't Settle for Good Enough. He talks about how sometimes we just settle. We got a good job, we got a good income, we got a good relationship, and we tend to just settle for where we are. We tend to just settle for being mediocre. And I'm telling you, I heard God speaking to me that morning telling me, don't settle for good enough. He wants great for my life. So what happened? I went back, I told my friend, I said, okay, tell me more about this company. Tell me exactly what's going on with this product, Zeal. He gives me a bunch of samples. I come back home to Pensacola, Florida, and I start giving these samples away to people that say they don't have enough energy. People who say they have some health issues. A friend of mine who was just crazy drinking all these energy drinks, right? Friends of mine who just was stuck on coffee. And I start giving them all these Zeal samples, giving them away. And the next thing I know, they started having great results. They started asking me about what is this? They felt amazing. So I ended up becoming a consultant with Zurvita. And guys, in my very first month part-time, my wife and I made $6,800 part-time. Again, no free lunch. You got to do the work. You got to get out there. But here's what I'm most impressed with, because people are always asking me, why would a successful business owner like yourself join a network marketing company? And the answer is this. Although I'm already earning a six-figure income, I'm still trading dollars for time. I'm still having to go and punch a clock. I'm still having to go over here and work. I'm still having to travel. I'm still missing the kids' baseball games. I'm still missing the girls' dance recital. I am still living on linear income. And there are a lot of six-figure income earners right now that you know and I know who are tied to their job. They are tied to their paycheck. They couldn't take a day off if they wanted to. A lot of times they say, well, I'm a business owner. Let me give you a little hint here, right? If you cannot walk away from your business, and your business still continues to grow, you do not own a business. Your business owns you. So the reason that I took the time to join Zurvita and to become a consultant is because of residual income. And here I am, guys, about 2 years later, and my wife and I are on our way to a six-figure walk-away income. Not just a six-figure income that I'm used to, where I got to punch that clock, where I have to be somewhere. I'm talking about a six-figure income where it continues to grow, whether I show up or I don't. So that's why I am in Zurvita. So for those of you out there, you know, a six-figure income earner, you may be a little scared to approach them or whatever the case may be. I promise you, you need to show them this opportunity. There is nothing else like it on the market. Every other six-figure income earner that I know, every other multiple six-figure income earner that I know, that I hang out with, are complaining about stress. They're complaining about work. They're complaining about not having enough time. This company gives me time with my family. It gives me time, freedom, and most importantly, it pays me even when I'm asleep. You want to talk about that real quickly, right? Multi-billionaire said that, listen, if you don't find a way to earn money while you sleep, you're going to work until the day you die. And I don't want that to be me. So guys, that's why I'm a consultant. I love it. Zeal for life, Zurvita for life. God bless you guys. Join us, and I'll see you at the top.